year than you had to finish it this year?
Yeah, it's safe to say. I mean, I really, don't know what to say or make of kind of my personal play after the Christmas break, and obviously it's you know unacceptable. Even more so from a personal standpoint. I'm a person that has a lot of pride, and I've always you know come to the rink and brought my best and never let my teammates down. And this year I felt like I let my teammates down in a lot of situations. And you look at the season as a whole, and I understand it's a team game and all that type of stuff. And but from a personal standpoint, you're definitely not happy, or even more so, even proud of the way that I played. So, but knowing myself in the past, and I've been through some rough patches before. Definitely, have never been in a rough patch like I have been since Christmas time. So I've always found a way to come back even stronger, and that's basically where my head's at heading into the off season. You know, I look at a couple former teammates. You look at Kopitar and Dustin Brown, who had tough seasons a year ago, and they come back. Kopitar arguably an MVP type of season, and Brownie, I think he got close to, if not, no, a 60-point season. So, there are definitely ways to bounce back, but it's all on me to do that. And I'm not giving up on myself, and I'm not giving up on this team. And just got to find a way to find my confidence again and be the player that I've been in the past, and try to be the player that I can be for this team in order for this team to have success.
You missed a lot of really good chances last night. You had a wide open net in the first. How much of that was just your confidence being eroded to the point where even if you had an empty net, you couldn't hit it?
Yeah, it just seemed like where before the mentality was when you're in those scoring areas that your confidence was at a level that when you got a chance in one of those areas that it was almost automatic. And this year it was like you're almost second guessing yourself. You talk about last night having some chances and not being able to capitalize on them. I mean, I think back to more than a few chances where I've even had open nets and I, hit the post or miss the net, or shot gets blocked and all that type of stuff. So it just feels like everything that could have gone wrong, went wrong. And I just, at the end of the day, I just hope that the lesson that we learned from this season, the lesson that I learned from this season, we turn it into a positive and come back ready to play next year, because it almost felt like the year before, when there was no expectation and all that type of stuff, we felt like we had something to prove, and we went out there and made it happen. Where this year we didn't manage or deal with expectations the way that we should have, and it ended up costing us. So it sucks to be standing here and not have the opportunity to compete for the ultimate prize. And I think, like I said, we need to remember the feeling that we went through this whole season so that we don't have to relive it moving on into the future.
How much of your own game kind of stems from the fact that you're built for a certain style of hockey and the rest of the league is maybe built for a different style of hockey? Is that part of it?
Well, I think that's where you need to adjust. That's where you need to, get with the times, right? So for me, it's just about trying to figure out how to get with the times and how to get adjusted to the way that the league's going. But at the end of the day, too, it comes down to confidence as well. And I feel like, since Christmas time, I haven't been playing with a lot of confidence. So regardless of whatever way the league's going, if you have confidence in your mindset, it's in the right spot, you end up having success. And I think I just need to find that again. And because, it's not like I'm old, It's not like I'm sitting here at 35, 36 years old. I turned 30 in 2 months from now, and I feel like I still have a lot to give. And to be honest, when I came in this year, this is probably the best shape I was in the last 4 years. And I unfortunately, didn't get rewarded for it. But at the end of the day, I find as you get older and all that type of stuff, you think to cherish things a little more. And, I want to make the most of whatever I have left in this league and be the player that I know I can be.
It's not like the league got really fast after Christmas.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. So, but like I said, it's just, I almost feel like it almost came down to a confidence thing, or even a bounce would have been nice, to end the year off. I think, well, you told me a couple of games ago I had 1 goal and 75 shots, and it'd be pretty interesting to see what I ended the year off with, 1 goal and probably 90 shots, where I had a career shooting percentage at around 14%. And I've always been very consistent, and I think just getting back that confidence in the consistency will help me with what I need to do moving forward.
You have to change you said you're going to lose some weight. How do you change your training regimen? Do more cardio and weights? How do you, like Dustin, you said when Dustin was there too, the game was getting kind of fast for Dustin, and he wasn't in Brown, and he wasn't getting to the hits and stuff. But he seemed faster this year. I don't know if he changed how he ate, how he trained.
Or maybe it was even excitement too, But I think one of the misconceptions can be at times is that lighter automatically means faster. At the end of the day, I'm a big person, and it's hard to say, oh, you just got to get lighter and automatically you're going to get faster. Where sometimes if you lose muscle just to get lighter, then you lose power, you lose strength, and then what good is that if this conception that you're lighter is you're faster? But but also it's the realization of what you guys were talking about and which way the league's going. And I've built a foundation of strength for myself as far as how hard I've worked in the gym since 16, 17 years old. So I think definitely not hitting the hard weights is going to benefit me this summer, and more like you talked about, just cardio. And even now I feel like everything's kind of gone back to body weight stuff. So there'll be a lot of that in the next couple months for sure.
The one change you said, a lot of young guys, everybody's even veterans that have skills coaches. And I know you joked about, well, I don't need to do toe drags, but a lot of the skills coaches don't focus on that. It's just like, just passes in tight areas and different things. Is that something, you'll talk to Brown on them or other guys to see, if that's something you would look at?
Yeah, for sure. It's always good to talk to guys and see what they did in order to get their game back together. But also, you don't want too many chefs in the kitchen, right? So when there's too many voices and all that type of stuff, sometimes you start thinking too much and trying to do too much. But for myself, I think that all comes back to a confidence thing, because big strength of my game in the past has been making those short passes and little passes and winning battles and being hard and strong and making those plays around the net, and it wasn't there this year. So, I have a couple of months here to try to rectify things and figure things out again. So I'm ready to go next year.
Consider yourself